Hi, so according to this poll of which I published over about 2 years ago in my Telegram channel, of about 30% will catch profits, of about 30% will catch spikes trading boom and crash, okay, actually make profits if they catch spikes in the morning, and of about 48% catch spikes, they make profits and losses when they trade or when they catch at any time. So according to this poll, okay, I and other people catching spikes in the morning, we found it to be more better than catching spikes at any other time. So luckily, with a new update in version 3 of the expert advisor, you'll be able to change or configure when and when to stop the trading. So here are the features of the new expert advisor. Okay, so in this video I'm going to discuss about the parameters, the new features, okay, how it works, how to configure everything in Deriv version 3. So pay attention. So once you download this expert advisor, you have to click on allow algo trading for it to start working, but before that you first have to configure it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see is working time frame. So what is working time frame? So this depends with you, but okay, if you watched my previous video, you're going to find that I actually tested it in the 1 minute time frame and it performed better. So it's going to use the current, okay, time frame. But if you'd like to change the time frame, simply click here and choose the time frame you would like this robot to be trading on. So you can configure this as well. Okay, then you can either use pips or points, depends with you how you prefer calculating this. So when you click here, you'll be able to change to pips or to points. Okay, so if you've got problems or difficulties calculating this, I think calculating in pips would be better than in points. So leave this to according to what you feel like you can actually go on with. Then the stop loss, so the stop loss is in pips because we've chosen pips over here. The take profit is also in pips of 196, which is a little bit okay. Then the trading, okay, for this one I'll explain later. Then I'm going to go to the risk management. So this is where it now gets more interesting. Okay, so with this new update, you'll be able to change how this expert advisor handles the risk. So when I double click here, I'll be able to choose how I would like for it to manage the risk. So there's minimum lots, constant lot, or risk in percent for a deal. Okay, so there are 3 methods. You can either choose to risk based on how much money you have, or by a constant or a fixed lot size, or the minimum lot size. So if you choose the minimum, it will always trade on the minimum lot size. If you choose the constant lot, okay, you will be able to enter in the lot size you want, okay, and it will trade using the same lot size. So as for me, I've kept it simple. Okay, it's constant lot, it should always be 0.2. so this is the minimum lot size for boom and crash and step index. Okay, for V75 it has to be 0.001, somewhere there. Okay, and now the most important feature, which is the allowed buy and sell positions. So why is this feature needed in this? Because when it comes to boom and crash, there are others who prefer buying only, there are others who prefer buying and selling. So okay, so it depends with how you trade. If you do catch spikes and trade against spikes, well, then you can actually do the same with this. Okay, so double click here and you'll be able to choose either you'd like to be buying only, or to be selling only, or to be able to buy and sell. So this is really good. Okay, so this is going to minimize like making unnecessary losses because of spikes if you are buying and selling. So choose this according to what you feel like. Okay, and in the first of this video I talked about being able to control when this expert advisor should work, when to start and when to stop. So you can use the time control. So currently the time control is false because I want this expert advisor to be running 24/7. I don't want it to be running at a specific time. But if you'd like it to be catching spikes, then you can set the time to be running from like the start hour, let us say 6 hours, start minutes, you can put 00 or 01. The end hour maybe at 11 hours, 11, end minute or 59. Then about the ATR, this is their average true range. So the average true range measures the volatility. So as you know, these indices are very volatile. In the previous version of the expert advisor was using this CCI indicator, but since these indices are very volatile, hence the name of volatility indices, it's better to work with the ATR to measure the volatility, and this is why it's able to perform better. Then there's additional features. So so how many positions should it be opening in a given time frame, not time frame, in a specific time. So the previous version, it was opening trades whenever there's a signal, even when that signal is contradicting the previous signal. So that is why the previous expert advisor Deriv was good, but was still making losses because of this. So position only one, keep it to true. If you keep it to false, it's going to drain your account. Positions reverse, true. Close the opposite, false. Print log, false. Coefficient, freeze. For this, leave them the way they are unless you know what you're doing. So I've explained about the parameters. So what I can advise is that start this expert advisor in demo, try it with different indices, try it with different parameters, and come up with a perfect strategy that is going to work for you. As of now, you can try the default settings with step index and it should be able to perform better. If you want to boom and crash with the default parameters, it won't work. It will work, but it won't show the results that you want, so you have to reconfigure it to stop the buying and selling, only to buy only or to sell only, and other risks you need to configure. So now the question is, why is this expert advisor working better on step index and not on others? Well, if you read what's written here, it's saying step index 1 minute time frame equal probability of up or down with fake step size of 0.1. So step index has an equal probability, so because it has got an equal probability, it was easier to come up with the perfect settings for this to work. So different indices from Deriv have got different price structure, how they move. So if you've been trading these indices, it's going to be easy for you to configure the expert advisor so that it can meet the requirement. So this expert advisor is 100% customizable. You'll be able to customize everything and you'll be able to control how much it's losing, how much it's making, and everything else. So you can get it, the link is in the description. You can contact me. So if you learned something from this video, give it a like. For more videos like this, go on and subscribe. Bye for now. This is Keith.